I'm definitely excited for this new journey, new gym, sort of reinvigorating my training.
I be like, baby, don't do that. You press my buttons, you know better. Depending on where my mood at. What's so f***ed up, I just might let her. We done weather, plenty weather. It's whatever with me though. Cause I know somebody gon' love me and won't never let me go. Think it's better that we grow with each other on my mother. What you do under them covers, it be better than these.
Hi friends. I am getting ready to head out to my new CrossFit gym. I haven't shown you the gym just yet. I moved about a week ago, a little over a week ago I moved, and I think my first day at the gym was 1 week ago today. So I am jumping in and doing some stuff during Open gym today, which I thought might be a good opportunity to show you guys what I'm doing, the workout I'm doing, and what the gym looks like a little bit. I have not gotten permission to film just yet, so I'm gonna ask when I get there. If I'm posting this though, I probably got permission to film, you know? So I will see you guys at the gym. Here I am just dancing out some pre-workout jitters, and now we're gonna get started with the actual workout. So this workout was supposed to be every 4 minutes for 16 minutes, 20 front squats, and there were some choices of weights, like the RX weight was 115.75, intermediate weight at 95.75, and then a lighter scaled weight at 75.55, then 20 toes to bar, then max reps of dumbbell snatches with a 50 or 35 pound dumbbell. And I have 20 reps there. I will explain why I have that there in a second. So it was supposed to be more of an AMRAP. One of the coaches who was also doing this workout with me suggested we approach it differently, and that's what I decided to go with. So we did it more of an EMOM format. So in the EMOM, you do 20 front squats in 1 minute, then the next minute you do 20 toes to bar. So I wasn't sure there if I was doing the EMOM format or not. I decided I was gonna wait for the minute and approach this as an EMOM like that coach suggested. So now into the second minute, I'm doing these 20 toes to bar, and in that third minute, doing the 20 dumbbell snatches, because in the programming notes, the goal was 20 reps is a good number of reps to get. So the third minute, doing 20 reps of the dumbbell snatch, and then resting that final minute before doing the next round of the 4 rounds. That's how I decided to approach it, not necessarily how it's written. If you're gonna give this a shot, you don't have to do it this way that I did it, but I like the way that I did it. I felt like it worked out well for me, and in the 4th round, the wheels kind of fall off. So it made sense, taking a little bit of rest here, have another 10 seconds before we hit the next minute, which is where I will do these dumbbell snatches. 35-50, 35 for women, 35 pounds, 50 for men. It's a good weight to be using this time of year. It is what we tend to see in the open, and these were all the way to the ground, not hangs. So I think good time to practice some dumbbell snatch cycling. If you're not doing that yet, definitely something worth doing. So this is the new gym that I'm at. I haven't really talked much about it, and I didn't talk much about it in the intro, but it is Pacific Strength in Oakland, California, and I now have moved and live in Oakland, and this is the gym that I have joined. I dropped in here once a couple years ago for a week and liked it, so it made sense to come back here, and it's in a good distance from where I live, so it works out well. The owners are James and Miranda Kusama. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, might not. Owners and founders. So I have nothing bad to say about this gym so far. It's been fantastic. It's really made me excited about getting back into my training. So all good things. Right now I am changing the shot up a little bit and making sure it's recording, because if you've worked in video at all, you know if you missed pressing that button or you double clicked, you're gonna be upset when you see you haven't recorded anything. So I went back to check it during this minute rest. And even the person who really wasn't approaching this with the rests did seem to take time to rest here, because 16 minutes of this is a lot, and doing all those dumbbell snatches for what would have been more than 2 minutes would have been killer on the lower back. I liked the 20 reps. I felt like that was good. Also, I did scale the front squat weight to the lowest weight. For me, getting back into my training, that's what makes sense right now. And I decided to approach these front squats as unbroken. The programming said to do it in 2 or less sets. And I decided if I'm going to scale it down to the lowest weight suggested, that I was going to go unbroken. And it's always interesting to watch squats on camera because I always get someone who's like, you're not going deep enough. I definitely feel like these are deep enough. But if someone says that or wants to say that, I'm sorry, you think that? I think these are fine. But it is interesting to watch yourself back and to see, and then to sometimes get feedback on that. But, trying my best here, and it's not a competition anyway. We're just training for life. And when it's competition time, we get judges. But just trying to do my best for now. So when I'm broken again, that was the goal. Pretty proud of myself. And now getting ready for those toes to bar, which felt good in the first set. But, gymnastics goes sometimes. But I think they were still pretty good here. Still, chipping away at them, trying to move quickly and just get through some big sets. I like to start out with a big set. I feel like mentally it's a nice place to be. You knocked out a lot of reps. You feel pretty good that you're getting done with what you need to get done. And that's my personal way of approaching. If I can get a big set, do a big set. And then keep chipping away. I don't actually like wearing knee sleeves for toes to bar. I just didn't take them off in between the front squats, and I like them for the front squats and doing these toes to bar. Decided to do some smaller sets, just jump off quickly though and get back on quickly versus staring at the bar forever. So there you go, finish those up. Still have about 10 seconds to wait before I have to pick up that dumbbell to do what we decided was 20 reps, which in the programming, like I said, was the goal. If you were going to just do it for max reps, was to at least get 20, and probably could have done a lot more. Also, went unbroken in these 20s for possibly the whole workout, or at least most of it, if not the whole thing. Which also, since I was approaching it more of an EMOM and I was giving myself rest, going unbroken seemed like a good goal. That way I felt like I was accomplishing something with the different approach, which was trying to do some good unbroken sets. Now the programming here, it is done by the owner, James, to some degree. He uses jump ship CrossFit training. It's a program, I believe, out of a gym in Hawaii. I will give you some more information on that in a second. But the owner of this gym, Pacific Strength, he adapts the workouts for the class. This is the actual full programming. So now I am in this rest period before I will start round 3 of this. And while I am resting, I will give you some background on jump ship training. So this is from their website. Jump ship training was founded with this mentality. Focus more intensely on less total work will get you the results you want faster. We have found the sweet spot when it comes to training volume. No matter who you are, we can fit it in 90-minute sessions. We put athletes on a clock with a concise and effective training day, with plenty of options for modifications as needed. The quick success our athletes had on these programs demonstrated the proof of concept, and we've continued to expand our offerings ever since. So I've only been doing this for, a little over a week now, but so far I have been liking it, and I'm about to start squatting again. And I will say squats are a big part of this program. Leg focused squats, lunges, thrusters. And if you've been here for a while, you will know squatting is my nemesis. And I like to say I have Bambi legs, and sometimes I wonder how they held up my torso prior to CrossFit, how I just didn't fall over when I got out of bed in the morning. So more legs is, torture for me, but what I need. And I am grateful for it, I think. And hopefully I'll hate it a little bit less. We did a wall ball workout yesterday, and surprisingly, I didn't hate the wall balls as much as I usually do. Maybe something is happening. Maybe I'm growing a leg muscle. We'll find out. But from the squats, my least favorite part to what is probably my most favorite part of this workout, which is the toes to bar. And it looks like I'm jumping the clock a little bit. I don't think I am. For some reason, when I put the clock in this editing system that I use to edit these videos, I always feel like it's just slightly off from the clock that's on the wall. But it works enough to give you guys an idea of where we are with the times. But if you ever see that, it's usually because I just feel like that happens. The clock is slightly off, or I just don't get it perfect, but close. It's close. And it gives you all an idea of where we are in the workout. A little bit more about Jump Ship training. So it was founded by a man named Seth Page and Danny Page, a couple, I believe. And China Cho is also one of their athletes, or not athletes, one of their coaches is what I mean. She was a previous CrossFit Games athlete and competed for a very long time, and is now one of their coaches, master's coach, an individual remote coach. So it's a cool group of people, and so far really vibing with the programming. Back on to these dumbbell snatches. Not my favorite movement. Definitely not a movement I necessarily dislike. Just not necessarily my favorite either, but definitely a movement I like to get in now, like I said earlier, when we're coming up on the Open, and these have shown to be in the Open, or at least in Open and quarterfinals at some point most years since they've appeared. So definitely something worth practicing cycling and doing big sets, like a set of 20, which feels pretty big in the moment. You just kind of got to get through it, and then you get the reward now of resting on my legs, just folding over and trying to catch my breath. That's my reward of getting through the 20. And then just having now one more set left. And again, coming over, gotta check, make sure it's still recording, just in case, because I'm telling you, if you ever forgot to record, you don't want to. Recovering, resting. I really do like the way we approach this. If you decide to do this workout, the way it was programmed was that you should still be snatching, dumbbell snatching. But one of the coaches at my gym, not the owner, but one of the other coaches that does this training and does the full training, not necessarily the class training, felt that this was a better way to approach it, to get through it without having a huge fall off. And I did like it, and I felt like it really encouraged, thumbs up to the camera, I feel like it really encouraged trying to go as unbroken as possible, where if I was just continuously dumbbell snatching right up until I had to do this front squat, I probably would feel a little bit more fatigued, and I would not be getting these 20 unbroken, which was something I was pretty proud of my little Bambi legs for doing. So I got through this, and that was the win. So different approaches at times for different goals and different things. And I think sometimes the goal has to be what's going to keep it sustainable, what's going to be able to keep me in the gym tomorrow and the next day. And when I haven't been training as consistently with some other things that were going on in my personal life, this is a great way to get back into things, to feel good again, and to feel pretty confident in my training, and to feel like I'm accomplishing something, right? Like going unbroken here, that was an accomplishment for me, and I was proud of that. So it worked out where at the end, feeling super confident and good, which is definitely a big part of, I think, having a good mentality when working out. If you can come out feeling good and accomplished in the gym most days, that's the way you want to do it. And like I said, I hate the knee sleeves for toes to bar, or really for anything other than squatting. I don't like them for burpees. I don't like them for running. Just squatting. So finally took them off because time's coming to an end. This is where these got really hard. So now we're getting into the range of, have already completed 60 plus reps, 70 reps, and core from doing the front squats and from all these other toes to bar, significantly taxed. This is the only time I didn't finish this within the minute. It took me slightly longer than the minute. You can see, just starting to struggle bust it here, but it was the last bit of it. So it didn't really matter as much because we were about to be done, had plenty of time to get through the 20 snatches that were my intention. So now I waited till about 14 and a half minutes, give myself a second to recover before attempting doing these 20 dumbbell snatches unbroken. It is a few days later when I am recording this voiceover, so I don't remember if I went unbroken, but I think I did. So we shall find out in a moment if I actually did go unbroken. But I think I did, and I think I had the mentality of, this is it. These are your final reps. Sometimes you need to remember that. We just got to get through it. And I'm like, if you can move a little bit faster, you will have a tiny bit less time under tension. So that was a goal too. Just push through, get it done, get the workout over, feel good, and just keep moving and work on your goals. I like to have little goals for workouts sometimes. Sometimes I just like to hit it and die. Today was a day with a goal, and that was do the front squats and do the dumbbell unbroken. And I did that. And then I did that thing where you collapse on the floor and you try to gather your life back together. All right, that was harder than I thought. I scaled the front squat weight, and that was it. I did the rest as prescribed. Now I'm sure you heard more about that in the voiceover, but it was definitely a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I thought it was going to be. Remember when I said there's a lot of squatting in this program, or a lot of leg stuff? Well, here you go. Here's some more. Front squats in the actual workout, and then we had some back squats after. So for the back squats, it was every 2:30 for 15 minutes, 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 1. So 5 reps in the first 2:30, 5 reps in the second, 5 in the third, then 3, 3, and 1. I added weight. I did not go very heavy. I am not used to this amount of squat volume. So we are ramping things up. We can always add more weight later on. I think slower is better. Getting back into things and making sure that you don't hurt yourself. That's the biggest thing, everyone. Do not hurt yourself. So went with weights that I knew I could do, especially after I just did 80 front squats. And last week, there was also a workout where we back squatted first, and then we had a very high volume of front squats in the Metcon. So my legs are in pain, but in good pain. Like, they're in sore pain, and hopefully I'm gonna hate squatting less one day, or at least be more proficient at it. So working on those squats, working on getting strong. Hopefully my legs will be a tiny bit better come open than they are today, or they were on this day. And I think, I have some capacity built in the past. Should be easier to build it back up than it was to get it initially. I hope. Fingers crossed. All right, back home, I have a little love of my life over here, giving me kisses, just probably trying to lick the sweat. But really loving this new gym, Pacific Strength in Oakland, loving the vibes of the people I'm meeting there, and I am excited for more great training sessions like today. My legs hurt bad already, so I am going to take a bath and hopefully they'll feel better for tomorrow because it's Monday. When you're seeing this, it's not Monday, but it is Monday when I am recording this. So there will be a lot of leg work yet to come. If you didn't see my last video, I am doing CrossFit Games predictions, CrossFit Open workout predictions. I have a video that'll be coming out on that. That'll be my next video, I believe. So if you haven't left your guesses, please leave them below. I might use some of them in my next video. Lots of open content to come. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe, like this video, just to help me out with the algorithm and stuff. And leave me a comment about, whatever, even if you don't have open predictions. I love to hear from all of you, and I try to respond to as many of the comments as possible. So leave a comment. I will try to get back to you. I appreciate you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, and also, say bye, Carson. Say over there. I know, you see me. There we go. Bye.